Okay, prog people, this is for your Zenkosh build. So this is for the Dragon Knight, running Zen's front bar. I'm going to charge my weapons while I talk you through this. Maelstrom Perfected Inferno backbarred. Ignoring the fact that I'm running in Kratos, actually we're going to be running Slimecraw here. And we're going to pretend that these False Gods epaulets is actually Spalder of Ruin. I do not have Spalder currently. Again, I am a poor bitch. I have no transmute gems. Sue me. So, we run Slimecraw, and we will run the False Gods epaulets, and we're going to pretend that these are the Spalder of Ruin for this. So Slimecraw would obviously be in medium to go alongside the Alkosh. Alkosh obviously is synergy and based, so that is why we have the EC Crow running the energy orb and the graveyard, so on and so forth, to give that nice little buff. Slimecraw would be in medium, crit chance, we all know why we run Slimecraw, and then Spalder of Ruin, which means the healers don't have to run it, they can run something like Pearls of Ephany and or Symphony of Blades, freeing up them to have a little bit more resources when the Zenkosh doesn't really need it. So, as you can see here, it gives extra weapon and spell damage, but reduces my health, mag, and stam recovery for every target. It doesn't really matter too much because, unlike most Zenkosh builds you'll find on the internet, I do not have to run, thank fuck, the Molten Whip. I bloody hate the damn thing. It is impossible to stain because it takes both my mag and my stam. Anyway, into the main skill setup for this. Stone Giant gives a nice buff, and then 1, 2, 3 applies stagger. This takes it away from having the tanks to run the stagger. So we run that. That will be swapped out, however, during ad packs. I will explain why in a second. Quick Cloak, again, it's the major expedition. It's giving you a little bit of extra speed. Venomous Claw acts as a small self-heal, I think, if I remember rightly. No, it does not. Never mind. It will. It's a nice poison dot, though, all the same. Again, Barb Trap is a bleed dot, and Camel Hunter is Major Savagery and Prophecy. Dawnbreaker, as we all know, is the basic ulti for it. Standard and Might is the traditional DK ulti, unless you are on ad packs. I will explain why in a minute. Engulfing Flames is flame damage, so it increases all of your flame damage that you do. As you can see, I run a few different flame skills on my back bar, giving me a 4% buff from my Engulfing Flames. Next along is Scalding Rune. It's a nice little fire dot. 14,000 flame damage over 26 seconds is quite a nice lasting dot. Flames of Oblivion is Major Prophecy and Savagery, increasing my weapon and spell damage. Well, weapon and spell critical even. And then 3 fireballs. 3 fireballs being flung at enemies. Good God, I cannot English today. 3 fireballs being sent at enemies for 6,500 damage is a nice little damage over time. Again, blockade fire. I just prefer it over the other one. It lasts slightly. It lasts about 5 seconds longer, although it doesn't have an explosion at the end. It does do a little bit more damage, and again, Eruption is reducing the damage speed of the ads and the boss, even though the boss doesn't actually really move unless they're going into flight, but it still does a nice bit of flame damage for every second, as you can see for the ticks. Now, into the part that you're wondering why the fuck is she not running Stone Giant on the ad pools. This is because, and in the previous video I couldn't remember what morph it was, you would slot on the ad pools Whirling Blades there, and then your ulti would be changed to Shooting Star instead of Standard of Might. This is only on the ad pools that you use this setup. This is because on the bosses there is not enough small ads grouped together to get the full effect of a shooting star on it. So when you look at it, you generate 12 ultima for each enemy hit, right? If you're talking that on a boss, you're hitting 1 to 3 enemies max. I'm thinking Fire Dragon, you've got the 2 little Atronachs that are brought underneath the big bastard. Ice Dragon, there's nobody actually underneath him. Same thing goes for the last boss, there's nothing underneath. So you're wasting your time effectively there. However, if you're running this on ad pools, the tanks are going to stack everything together in one little spot, and you're going to be able to push everything together. So you drop that alongside your whirling blades, and there you go, 100% more damage. It's a quick and easy, as you can see, very low cost, spammable, that you can run alongside that. And by the time you've procced a few of them, if the damage is high enough in the group, everything will be dead. But that is only for the ad pools that you run that. Now looking at CP points, again, not much changes between the EC Crow, the DK, and every single other bloody build. You run the same CP points. Exploiter, again, off balance. Deadly Aim is your single target damage, so that on the DK is things like Eruption, the Flames of Oblivion, so on and so forth. Dormitage for your dots, so that would be for the Venom Claws, for the Blockade of Fire, and again, Wrathful Strikes, increasing your weapon and spell damage. Looking at the red tree, again, it's the exact same stuff. It's Expert Evasion, which is your roll dodging. Rejuvenation, which is giving you health and stam recovery. Fortified, again, it's your armor. And Boundless Vitality, giving you max health. Obviously, at any point we can slot Spirit Mastery, we could slot Slippery, or we could even go all the way into here and unlock and slot Celerity. It is entirely dependent on what the group needs at the time. This is just the basic setup that I currently run on my DK for other groups, okay? As ever, if you have any questions, because you don't go in ice on the support builds, you never have to worry about that. But you can run Max Mag and Mag Recovery Food, or my personal favourite, the Solitude Salmon Millet Soup, because you don't need that much Mag Recovery on this build, seeing as you are not having to run the god-awful whip. Your main priority is, as the support DK, to keep up the stagger from Stone Giant. So, if you have any questions, guys, you know where to find me. If you want me to do a slightly different, more in-depth video on this one, ask. Same goes for all the other videos that I'm setting up at the minute for yous. You will find them all linked on the Discord. If you have any questions, you know where to find me. Good luck.